I play a woman.
Thank you, Keri. That's great news. Boy, that makes me feel real comfortable going into shooting.
Who comes back after many years and is doing all this charitable work and is raising this daughter in the rainforest and thinking she's doing this really great thing, and then is reunited with this person. It's really about their differences and them coming together again and the antics that follow.
I play this guy, Stephen Wilde, who's an heir to an oil fortune. He's kind of grown up with everything and never had to really do anything. The one person he always loved was this girl with whom he grew up. And she comes back into his life, and she's the only person who's ever really liked him for who he really is. She comes back into his life, but she's this woman who has left this world and gone out into the world and tried to help the less fortunate. My character seems to be this guy who has everything and is kind of selfish, and her character seems to be this woman who does everything for everybody else and is very giving and generous. In a lot of ways, on a personal level, the reverse is true. We've made some changes to the pilot from the time that we shot it.
I'm mute now in the series.
Which works great.
It does, in a way.
Wish you wouldn't talk right now, because you're so much better again when you're not talking.
Noted.
That's great. This is the best Keri. This is the Keri we love, who's got nothing to say. I'm always happy that people like Arrested Development, and I'm not going to feel bad about that, the fact that they're going to compare it. But I will say that this is its own show. We want to give it a chance to develop on its own, and these are new characters. And one of the reasons, for instance, that we were able to bring back somebody like David Cross, and one of the reasons that he agreed to do it was, we are going to get the comparison, so we might as well get the most out of it and use the people we want to use. But it is unfair to people like Keri, who comes in, for her to be, all of a sudden she's got to hold the mantle now for Arrested Development. She's like, wait, I didn't ask for this. Well, you did, and now you got to do it. This show, where it's going to be different, is that we learned a lot from, in terms of relationships on that show. That was a logical next step to really actually deal in a much realer way than we did before, and maybe a little bit less cartoonish way.
It does have the flavor of Arrested Development, that kind of obtuse humor in some ways.
It's our version of a romantic comedy in some ways, partially, but at the heart of it, it's still just a comedy. We want it to ultimately be a pure comedy. I think it will be different from what else is on TV. Look at me, look at this, I'm wearing this hat.